Hello, everyone. I hope that you're doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Boom Shaka, and I welcome you to my channel. As always, I'm so grateful that you're listening, subscribing, and commenting. I really appreciate the support. And in this one, I wanted to speak to you about TRE. I've already spoken about TRE at least 4 or 5 times. I've done videos on it. But it's basically trauma and tension releasing exercise, and it's a series of exercises that you do in order to fatigue the muscles in your lower half, so your legs, your calves, your feet, your thighs, and that fatigue causes your muscles to relax a little bit when you lie down, and you can start tremoring at that point in order to release any stored trauma, tensions, anything like that, any kind of stress that's stored in your body. Because that's what the body does, is that if you don't allow the body to shake or to release that tension right after the trauma happens, like animals do, they shake themselves. Animals do that, but humans don't allow themselves to do that. You'll see children will do that because they don't know yet they're not supposed to, or society tells them not to. But adults don't. We keep ourselves very rigid and very stuck in place, and we just don't move, and we're like, oh, I'm strong, I can deal with this. And then your body stores all that, and then it stores it in your psoas muscle, and this is the muscle that usually is the one that relaxes completely when you do TRE. Also, it's also called the seat of the soul, the psoas muscle. So obviously you can read up on that a little bit more if you want. The reason I wanted to do a video about it today was because I am realizing how powerful TRE really is. And it really is one of the tools that I carry with me everywhere I go. It's so easy to do. You can do it anywhere. I usually don't even need the exercises anymore because I've been doing it for 2 years now. And so I can just kind of go into the tremoring right away. And you will get that eventually. If you've been doing it for a while as well, you'll eventually be able to skip the exercises and then just do the tremoring. And so it's a 5-10 minute exercise, and I do it once a week, and it's so powerful. But what I'm noticing for myself is that, I kind of sometimes lose track of the fact of how much emotion our body actually stores. And so it's not only the fact that, I might be thinking, all right, I'm cool, I'm chill, I don't feel stressed out, everything's fine. But we don't realize that because of the energy of the atmosphere, because of all the different things going on in the world, because of all the different things that are going on in the people around us, because of all the ancestral stuff that's already happened on the land that we're living on. And so in Canada, it's the natives' land, and there's a lot of atrocities that were committed towards them in the past, and so that energy is still in the atmosphere. And in general, as you can imagine, right now in the world, there's a lot of negative energy obviously because of the pandemic, but also because of the elections that happened in the U.S. and because of all the racial acts and just a lot of random things going on. And all of this negative energy is in the atmosphere, and then it attaches itself to you. It's not like you can be like, well, yeah, it's not something I'm dealing with necessarily, so I don't have to worry about it. That's not how energy works. If it's happening out there in the world, it is going to attach itself to you. You can pretend like you're not dealing with it, so you're not affected by it, but that's not how it works, right? And so for me, of course, I know that, and I still forget that because, over the last few weeks, I was doing the TRE, but I was doing it perfunctorily. I was like perfunctorily. I was doing it and I wasn't really paying that much attention to it. I kind of forgot the purpose of it. As you might know, this happens when you do something for a long time. You kind of take it for granted. And so I kind of skipped a couple of weeks, especially during the busy time of my weeks, which is not the best idea. And so I did it a couple of days ago because I was like, oh, right, I haven't done TRE in a while. Let me do it. And oh my God. So the previous couple of weeks before that, I was PMSing. And so I imagine that was the reason I felt so weepy and emotional all the time. I felt basically like my cup was full, like my emotional cup was full. And like I was full, and there was just like, it was kind of bubbling out, and I was feeling boiling over. And I couldn't get rid of it anyway. I was doing a lot of yoga and meditation, but I just felt full of emotions, and there was just no way to get rid of them. And I would do a lot of yoga, and then some of it would go away, but eventually it would all come back again. And I didn't realize it was because I wasn't doing TRE, because my cup was full, my emotional cup was full. And as soon as I did TRE, it let go of all that stuff, and oh my God, the release I felt. Basically, it felt like it just drained me all of all the stuff that I'd been carrying, all the emotions, and my cup wasn't full anymore. Right? And so basically, there was nothing overflowing, nothing flowing out, nothing boiling over, and I was able to finally feel that feeling of relaxation, complete and utter contentment. It felt like a deep sort of relaxation that came from deep within me. But it only happened because I realized that I hadn't done TRE for a couple of weeks and I should, and I did it, and it released all of that. So if you are in a state right now where you're feeling easily irritable or easily emotional, a cat might walk past you and you start crying, or like a weird shaped cloud passes by you and you're like, oh my God, that looks like Jesus, and you start bawling your face off, like you're extremely emotional, you feel like your emotions are just at the surface, just waiting to burst through, and you feel like your cup is full, like you feel completely drained and completely full of emotions. I do recommend that you go online, go to YouTube, find a TRE video and do it. Because basically what's happening right now is that your body's emotional structure is filled with emotion. Your energetic structure is filled with emotion and you aren't able to let go of it. And you're spilling over, right? Just like when you're boiling water and if you don't watch it, you have to watch it, especially milk. Yeah, if you're boiling milk, you really have to watch it because from 1 second to the next, it's done. Like 1 second you don't watch it and it boils over and it's all over your stove. And so you really have to make sure, and especially with our energetic structure, because of all the different things going on right now, your cup is probably extremely full. It's like filled to the brim and it's probably spilling over. And that's what's causing you to feel randomly, emotionally weird all the time. Like you're just like, I'm emotional all the time. I don't know why. I'm crying all the time over nothing. I'm weepy and I'm sad and I feel this and that and I'm up and down and I feel bipolar and I feel like I'm happy one day and then sad the other day, or I'm always sad, but I don't know why. And so if you're feeling all of this, it's probably because your emotional cup is full. And because of all the different things going on in the world right now, especially because of all the things that are going on in the world right now, the stress levels of people are extremely high. If you go online and you check, they did surveys on people in the US particularly, and 55% or so of US citizens said they were extremely stressed out and that they had bursts of anger or bursts of emotions in the last week because of what's happening in the world right now and because of what's happening in the US, right? And so, of course, if you are a US citizen or not, you're probably experiencing stress because of all the things going on in the world, and you're going to have to let it out. It's not like you are trying to figure out, okay, why am I stressed? Let me go back to my childhood. You don't have to do all that. With TRE, all you have to do is let go of all that stuff that your body is holding on to, and as soon as you do, you feel this sort of just relaxation. It feels literally like you've emptied yourself out in a good way, right? It's not like you have to throw things and break things and punch a pillow or punch a punching bag or break plates or punch someone else or whatever it might be. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to do anything crazy like that. You can if you want to, but with TRE you don't have to do all that. You just do the exercises. There are 5 or 6 of them, very easy to do. Anyone can really do them. And then you lie down and your body automatically, because it knows how to release tension, that's how it does it. You're using the body's intelligence and you let go of the tension just in a perfect fashion for your body. Yeah, your body does it for you. You don't have to do anything. It automatically starts tremoring, automatically starts shaking. And after the shaking, after 5 or 6 or 7 minutes of it, you'll notice that you'll be lying back down and you feel like your cup is empty. Your emotional cup has been emptied out. All of that stuff has been poured out. It's gone into the ether. It's gone somewhere. You don't have to deal with it anymore. And you're free and you're relaxed. Yeah. And so for me, as I noticed, I did the TRE and afterwards, all of that weepiness, all of that emotionality, all of that irritability, all that stuff disappeared. And all of a sudden I felt content. And I realized, I see what was going on. I wasn't actually upset about the world or anything. It was because I was holding on to too much stuff and I had to let it go. Right? And I'm sure you're in the same boat as well, especially right now with the way things are working out. So I would highly recommend, highly recommend. I'm not a TRE expert or an instructor, but I do recommend that you go watch a video on it and do it, please. And also, once you do it and allow yourself time to heal after, don't overdo anything after, don't go out and start like running or horse riding or something. Take yourself time, give yourself time to relax after, and also drink loads of water because your body's releasing toxins and letting go of all other stuff, and it needs water in order to cleanse itself out, right? Again, if you have questions, let me know. You can message me or comment and I shall answer them in a video format. Again, thank you so much for being on my channel. I shall see you the next time around. Bye for now.